you know that is difficult and bloody. And but to see a game like that on Nintendo system, that shows you that they're trying to go for the hardcore audience easy. At the same time, they're going to be on the casual cats too.
Microsoft,
but that's only just like a small bit of what I liked about what I saw.
Let's see.
Wait. Oh. I also have to say the Far Cry 3 premiere of like the trailer. That was the funniest premiere that I probably could have ever seen because that kept the censor on his toes. A few things did slip, but that's what made it funny. It was like someone hearing hardcore hip hop for the first time for their kids. It's like no. It was funny. So.
Microsoft. Well, I guess I'll join the E3 little news. So we have the news report really short tonight. Well, Microsoft's E3 conference, they touted a lot more hardcore stuff for the Kinect. Star Wars, it's on rails for Kinect. I'm a little disappointed in that. I was hoping that it wasn't on rails and stuff like that. The guy moved when he jumped. The guy backflipped and moved around. There was Fable: The Journey that was on rails. That wasn't so bad. They showed Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. They did an excellent job on that demo. Lara Croft, she ain't your old school. This ain't your grandpa's. I mean, she's stranded on an island and she starts off on a rope. She has to burn it and then she falls over and a pole gets impaled in her stomach. She has to pull it out. There's a lot of cool quick time events with that too. They showed Sesame Street. They showed the hardcore stuff with Kinect. I think I was looking in the comments. Some people getting sick of it. Then we moved on to Sony.
Real quick about the Tomb Raider. Am I right that it's going to be a survival horror game?
That's what I was saying when I was watching it. I'm like, man, this is survival horror. And it almost looks like it in its weird sense. It just
looks like it's a more realistic, darker, intense version of the games, of course. But as far as like storyline, spiritually, it's supposed to be her very first adventure.
Right.
Before she became the gun-toting, voluptuous joint that we all know about. Which, honestly, I don't mind this redesign. It's more realistic. It's just someone that's going to be running around shooting, dodging dinosaurs and gangsters should look athletic.
Yeah,
not looking like old Desiree Alita.
She's 21 years old in this installment, and she's first new adventure. Microsoft announced Halo 4 at the end of the conference. Yay, but it was a trailer. 343 Studios is working on it, so you know.
You know what? I'm sorry to cut you off, but about Halo 4, considering my feelings about the series, seeing that trailer, I actually did get some chills. Just by the way it was presented, I'm sitting here like, this is looking hot. What is going? Ooh.
They did a good job on the trailer. They really did. I give it a B because Microsoft did approach with hardcore titles for the Kinect. But there's a part of me that wish they was more surprised in that. Sony, I watched them. I give them a B. I was kind of bored with it after a while, but the highlight of the show was the PS Vita. That's the new handheld device that does augmented reality. Has a kind of touch sensor on the back of the portable where you can mess with the game world. There's some support for it. Drake Uncharted 3. I love the play demo of that. You're on the ship and the environment's constantly changing, and when the water starts rushing and you gotta get out there and survive, there's a quick time of when he's stuck under some kind of cabinet and stuff like that. And it was well done. You know, they showed it also for the PSP. There's some move support. The BioShock is moving to the PS Vita, supposedly. And you know, they did a good job trying to apologize to the consumer too. That was important that Jack Tretton go out there on the stage and say that.
That was smooth how he did that.
You know, they did a good job of trying to, you know, convey his message that, you know, we'll do the best we can to support you. Now, and I'm rooting for Sony, you know. It did get boring. They showed this one PS Move title, which was a little longer than needed to be. This first person, for me, on rails, third person, where you use the moves and shoot at obstacles and stuff like that for kids. I'm like, man. So after that, we go to Nintendo, and Nintendo, I give them an A. Now, why do I give them an A? It's not because I like them, it's because they actually, like PK said earlier, with the Wii U, and there's a lot of people making fun of that as well as the name of the PS.
It sounds like a parody of one of the Street Fighters.
What was that? That one kung fu movie that.
Five Fingers of Death. That sound effect.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like Chosen One or whatever she says. I'm like, but with
sound like a fake cop car. Yeah. I remember back in the day, you played cops and robbers, and you had to make the sound. That's what that bull sounds like.
Yeah.
I always like to do the European one.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good console name, but you never
like a
know.
nagging old lady. Shut up, Grandma. Mind your business.
We use 1080p. It supports SD cards. These are confirmed facts. That's why it took me a while not even to record a paddle yet. They have USB ports in the back and the front for support of external hard drive. It will have its own network similar to PSN and Xbox Live, confirmed by Ubisoft. The tablet, it has 2 thumbsticks, D-pad, 4 buttons, accelerometer, the moving around, gyro sensors. It's wireless. It has a little 6-inch screen right in the middle, so if someone wants to go in and watch like ABC Sports, ESPN, you can play it right there. But the tablet controller is not a portable device. It's used in conjunction with the console. So even though it might seem that way, it's not. Confirmed games are Raven Rabbids, Aliens, Colonial Marines, Darksiders 2, like PK said. Kill Freaks is an exclusive FPS. Ghost Recon, Ninja Gaiden 3, a unique Wii version of it. Assassin's Creed. I believe some other titles are in development, and yes, Nintendo did show some footage at a roundtable, not at the main conference event, but at a developer roundtable for the journalists, and they, you know, showed it. Zelda 25th anniversary is coming. They're showing a lot of hardcore 3DS titles, and they talked about the Wii U, and there's some great possibilities. Like, for example, with the Wii U, let's say that Kente, PK, and I are playing the game, and Kente and PK have to shoot at a ship, and they have Wii remotes. And the person who has the ship would be me, and I have the tablet. And my perspective on the little screen of control would be looking down while they'd be trying to shoot up on the main TV. So that's one innovative idea right there. Or if you're playing like let's say Assassin's Creed, you know, you got your inventory, or Legend of Zelda, you got your inventory on the tablet, and you can switch to on the fly while on the main screen you're fighting a giant spider. So there is a lot of innovation there. That even though the PSP Vita was doing that, where you can move your PSP to the screen, I still think Nintendo has a one-up on them in some sense, but Nintendo gets an A because they support the hardcore, they still keep the casual there, that's why I cheered on them for about, because they're smart as hell, and they did a great job. Those games are confirmed, and I've been watching IGN and GameTrailers.com, IGN.com, G4TV.com, all these sources there. You can check it out. So E3, I'm still watching it, but it was fun this year. Yeah. So.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but something I saw that I thought was pretty cool was Street Fighter. I think it's called Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yes.
That was pretty awesome. As someone who, you know how many quarters I done put in those 2-game series? Okay. I mean, up there, playing them at the arcade or a laundromat or whatever the hell they were at.
Probably about as much as I put into Capcom units all together. We're talking about like Aliens versus Predator or what's the other joint? Captain Commando. All those beat 'em ups. Probably all the money I put into that I could use right now.
Like Street Fighter X Tekken. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say another game that I was glued to the TV off of it. Of course, Batman Arkham City.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
What?
That is.
Look, that shit looks sexy.
Batman Arkham City is going to Wii U. Tekken, a first entry within 16 years, it's going over on the Nintendo platform. That is confirmed.
Did I hear it right that Halo 4 is going to be on the Wii U?
No, Halo 4 is on Xbox only. That's Microsoft's
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I saw it on Yahoo or something where it said that, and I'm like, nah. Okay, that was one of those bad rumors.
If they did that, though, it would be more money for them.
Yeah, there'd be more.
I think Microsoft don't want to give that up at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's their baby.
Yeah. Some surprises. I seen Devil May Cry trailer. It looks good. When Dante goes into Devil Trigger mode, his hair goes back to the original style. So that's really impressive. Final Fantasy 13 2. Wow. They say that Lightning's dead. I don't like that. That's my girl right there. The main character. How can she be dead? That's bullshit.
No, they just said she was missing.
In the recent trailer they released, they said her sister was calling out to her and one of her friends were rushing her saying, Lightning's dead. I'm like, what? No!
Oh, wow.
Well, let's back it up to Devil May Cry.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's up with that?
I'm not.
Well, they got a new. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
But they.
I like that Ninja Theory.
Yeah. Like you got that studio, but you also got one of the directors of all the previous Devil May Cry games. They're teaming up to develop. Some people are saying it's a reboot. Some people saying it's an origin story. Another one, you could say. But either way, you'll see a lot of hatred for his latest design, where he does look anorexic as hell, but but from the way the trailers are looking right now, I personally like the art style, and if this is a reboot to the series, it's necessary because the original games, story-wise, they were jumping around and they left a lot of things open that either you got to be the most die-hard fan to have read the mangas or any type of text outside of the games and know what the hell is going on, or you just have to read between the lines with whatever the game tells you. And they should understand that not many gaming audiences are going to do that. Right. I could be wrong, but okay, I could definitely be wrong. But as far as a couple of things, a couple inconsistencies, especially one of the previous games where it's rumored that Dante really wasn't Dante, it was some other cat. Yeah, like the whole game you playing as him, but it might not be him. What? Anyway.
Yeah.
There's stuff like that a reboot would be necessary, but at the same time, if this is not a reboot, this could be a very interesting origin story, because one thing they never discuss is that, well, like just how Dante early in his life, he was rejecting his devil side. He didn't want nothing to do with it. But as you can see in a game like this, he's still rocking.
Right. There's two more games. Super Mario 3D, the Tanuki Returns. That's for the 3DS. People are loving that. You can download a trailer to your 3DS if you have that. Need for Speed the Run is interesting. From LA to New York, it's constant race, and in between, there's quick time events where you gotta get out of the car and run away from the police. They didn't say the plot details yet, but that has me kind of interested. I kind of like the effect of it. Like the guy was his car crashed. He got out. The police said, freeze. He got behind a police car. Quick time event punched him, and then you just drive, and I'm rooting for the guy. And then all of a sudden he crashes. He ended up on these train tracks. Got pressed. Well, I don't know what was it, the X button. Kicked the window through and to get out just in time. So, Battlefield 3 versus Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 is a first-person shooter developed by Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer Games, published by Activision, and Battlefield 3 is developed by EA and published by them. It's the world of FPSs. Modern Warfare 3, you're in a helicopter through the city, shooting through New York, and it looks really good. Really good. They did a submarine mission earlier in one of the conferences. It looks really good. Battlefield 3 looks beautiful. It was run on a PC rig, apparently. No one knows what the 360 PS3 will look like yet, but they're in a sand. They're like out in the desert, and they're about to hit this bad guy base or whatever, and the graphics look phenomenal. I think better than Modern Warfare 3. The gameplay looks solid too, so it's not just always about graphics. But I think that's about it for me.
I've got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. Let me make sure my voice is on. Everybody can hear me. Because they can't. Now they can hear me. All right.
Okay.
I'm anticipating getting an Xbox 360, and I noticed today that it had some for sale. Used Xbox 360. What are the disadvantages to having a used Xbox 360? Because the price was right.
It could be, depending. It may not be fixed. I mean, I'm not saying that could be a case, but the Xbox I got was brand new when I bought it, so it was $299, 4 GB model. They didn't have the 16 GB model, and I did not want to get the Kinect. I'm kind of interested in some of the hardcore games for the Kinect now, but I already got a Wii. Why in the hell do I want to?
Yeah.
So much motion gaming. What the fuck?
Okay, but this looked to be. I think they headed for about $150.
Oh shoot! Well,
this was at a place called GameStop.
GameStop,
Right.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just talk to the guy and make sure that it works. You should be able to tell if the guy knows what he's talking about or not. Because sometimes they got the young kids and no offense to anybody listening, but there's some young kids at GameStop sometimes that they're just there to get a paycheck. They may not know as much. I don't know that you should be fine.
So buying a used Xbox 360 out of the back of somebody's car is probably, you shouldn't do that.
I don't think you should. I mean, if you go to GameStop or something like that, don't go on Craigslist looking for no Xboxes or something like that. I heard a story of somebody getting shot up over that. We don't want nothing bad.
Don't go to the grocery store parking lot and have,
right.
Somebody open up their trunk.
Yeah.
I just kind of wondering.
They give you the Xbox case and you find out it's full of bricks and paper.
You want to hear a messed up story? A guy was at a friend of mine was at a grocery store, and a guy asked him, did he want to buy a laptop?
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, yeah, I want to buy a laptop. So it was like this real big guy. He had him come to his trunk, and he had like all these boxes of Dell laptops, and he said, I'll let you have it for $200. And he opened up the box and he looked in there and he saw it was the laptop, brand new, and the plastic and everything. So, he gave him the $200 and he took the laptop home. And when he got home and he pulled it out, it was 2 phone books
Uh-huh.
wrapped with electrical tape and some wires thrown in the box.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I had a fella sell me one time. He was in pretty bad shape. He says, "Look, I need $10 for gas." I thought, "Yeah, I'll pony up $10 to help you move along." He said, "Here, let me give you this. It's a cable connector. It'll let you get HBO and all this." And I'm looking at it. I said, "Sure, you don't have to bother, but sure, why not?" I get home and I look at it, and you know what it was? It wasn't one of those little cable filters. This is from years ago before they had the digital stuff. It was a cable excluder. If you actually put this thing on your cable, all of a sudden you cut everything off.
Wow.
Mm.
Ouch.
So, the guy didn't even know what the hell he had. So, anyway, wow. Thanks for your advice, guys. I appreciate it.
You welcome.
All right.
So
So, go ahead.
There was one more game I wanted to mention, and it's because there's some originality behind the story here. Because you'll see the games that have based off of mythologies of Far Eastern, Middle Eastern, and stuff like that. Especially with this one, Asura's Wrath. Now, I'm not going to get into that one, but one that's definitely of interest because it's based off of actual Western mythology. In fact, it's based off the book of Enoch. It's called El Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron. And the way that's looking, it's just a third-person action game that's set around this priest that's been asked to find 7 fallen angels that's gonna bring some hell to humankind. And the way the game's looking right now, it's very, how can I put it? It has a very futuristic take on it. Like you would look at it and not even think that it's based that much on the Bible, any book of the Bible. But the way this is looking is official. In fact, one of the project leaders, he worked on Devil May Cry. In fact, he was one of the character designers.
Nice. Oh, sure.
And that's going to be coming out. That's multi-plat. So Xboxes and PlayStation gets. That's all you. And me too.
Man. Wow.
All right, so before we go to the news, I just want to say Anima Technica, or better known as Gabe, is helping out the Silicon Valley Film Festival. It's in San Francisco area, and they are looking for film. So we're going to put in, it's a mixed media, machinima, animation, and such. Here is there you go, the URL. Let me put it in both chats, and that is www.svfilmfestival.org. So you guys should check that out. And then also too, in case anybody's interested, there's an NBA Finals game, and Dallas is winning by 4 last time I looked. So
nice. I hope Dallas wins.
Being from Cleveland,
Right? You know why?
You know what? Y'all just reminded me. They had this demo of the newest NBA 2K game, and they had Kobe himself come out to demo with it, and he was asking who the boy was playing as. He was like, "I'm playing as the Winners. I'm playing as the Heat." You heard the whole audience just go, "Oh hell no!" So yeah, there was a lot of fun trash talking up there too. So
At 2012, they had somebody from the Ravens walk out. Oh my God, I hate the Ravens. They had somebody from the Cleveland Browns, and then they had somebody from the Green Bay Packers walk out, and the presentation of the trailer and everything was pretty cool. Really a lot of heart and passion into it. So EA, yay! Can't wait for another installment of Madden 2012. So lol.
All right. So and then So what we'll do is, Neon, we'll go straight to the news, and then we'll take our break. So go ahead, Neon, hit us with the news.
Hey guys, Neon Son of Tower Zero Line for the news. This will probably be my last news on this show, because school starts next week for me. So it's not like, oh, goodbye and farewell, but depending on what happens, let's see what we do. We always know it's nickandmore.com, AnimeNewsNetwork.com, the internet's most trusted anime news source, and one news report from EpicBattleAxe.com. Giving that cuss for the crap. Winx Club, the show that was licensed from 4Kids, is now premiering on Nickelodeon. Global hit anime hit will be starting Monday, June 27th at 8 p.m. on Nickelodeon. I'm sure enough it'll be on Nicktoons TV. 6 girls who have magical powers learn about each other and lessons and stuff like that. I watched it when it was back on 4Kids. It's still a good show. So there's a new voice cast from Nickelodeon's in studio, so let's hope it's good. Phineas and Ferb Summer Plan includes TV movie premiering Friday, August 5th on Disney Channel. August 5th, Disney Channel, Phineas and Ferb Going to the Second Dimension is about... on the show, there's a little pet platypus named Perry, and he's a secret agent. Finally, Phineas and Ferb find out he is a secret agent, so they go with him, and with the help of Dr. Doofenshmirtz, Perry's... enemy. It's weird storyline, but the show is so funny. They go to this other dimension to beat some evil versions of themselves. So it's a cute show, tongue-in-cheek humor. Perry the Platypus, Dr. Doofenshmirtz, it's a cool show, so be sure to check that out. And there's a little tour bus going around of a platypus. Level 5 to help create Gundam Age anime this fall. The new series will have generations of father, child, and descendant as the lead characters. The main characters pilot the Gundam unit to fight against an unknown attacking enemy, UE, and save Earth in a 100-year war. Apparent homage to the 1-year war of the first Gundam series. Level 5 is working on aspects of the new Gundam Age anime for release this fall. Level 5 President Akihiro Hino is in charge of the story. There will also be a manga running in the Shogakukan's Koro comic magazine. So other characters include Emily, Furuto's friend since she was 7. Guru Denku is a commander in the Earth Federation forces and the captain of Battleship Diva. Meirishu is a lieutenant, junior grade in the Federation forces above the Diva. Tied to the anime be 4 ultimate projects in the works: manga, hobby, model kits and figures, games, and cards. So that sounds interesting. Awesome. Vampire Hunter D manga comes to Comixology. Digital Manga Incorporated and Comixology have announced that they're digitally releasing the first 3 volumes of Vampire Hunter D manga on Comixology's digital comics platform for the iOS, Android, and web. Fred Liu, the vice president of production of DMI, said, "We are partnering with Comixology because of the ubiquitous platform that have built and the amazing reading experience they're also able to provide. All volumes of Vampire Hunter D will be available on Comixology for $9.99 each. Currently 20 pages of the first volume are available for free." So there's a link that you can see on the Spot Beam website. Footage of Wii U game demos were streamed. Zelda HD, the demo, you can change the lighting from day to night, put the footage on the screen or on a tablet, and move the camera around. So they use the art style of Twilight Princess. It looks beautiful, HD Zelda. But it might be difficult for Nintendo to make, is what they said in one interviews. There's a bunch of videos in the link that I gave to Kente of gameplay of Wii U, so hopefully that's good. Now, Viz Media has named U.S. licensor Hatsune Miku merchandise. The anime character Miku Hatsune, who sings in this Vocaloid program, is being licensed by Viz Media, announced on Thursday. They've been named the exclusive American product licensor of Vocaloid virtual idol character Hatsune Miku. It will be during the 2011 licensing. They announced it during the 2011 Licensing International Expo held in Las Vegas from June 14th to June 16th. So, and one more little news bit, a little bit of TOZ, and then we'll go ahead with our break. King of Fighters 13 is releasing in America. Let's see. Activists claims to have fixed the game's netcode, added a battery of refinements and features, and provides a less restricting processor, which should mean the camera is zoomed out a tad. It's slated to release this holiday, so we'll hopefully see it. June 13th is the cutoff day for me working on videos and being online as a whole period. I got school coming up, and there's a lot of other things I'm working on. But on TOZ Online, this weekend, San Antonio, Kente, some other TOZ members and guests will be talking about E3 this year. We're talking about Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo. We waited so long because we want to make sure we get our information right. It's so easy to like make a mistake and say we use release, there's no games. Well, there's some games actually being confirmed to be released, as you guys already heard earlier. After that, I'm not sure what projects or whatever's coming from me, because right now I'm currently working on the mascot for the channel. I'm constantly writing things down between seasons, and it's fun as hell. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. If I'm not on Skype, there's certain ways you can contact me. Facebook.com/TOZOnline. Send me a friend invite, message me. I might jump on there. YouTube.com/Trenton Spencer. As you guys know, that's my name. I will be putting up every single once in a while videos of me either going to church, going around dating, whatever else happens. You guys will be able to see it there. Or, there's youtube.com/TOZOnline. ArcLad and Index Sonic have... ArcLad is trying to get some videos going. Index Sonic, we still have some things we need to wrap up. And, of course, there's the E3 video. So that's pretty much it. Guys, enjoy your summer. If I'm back on the show Thursday... woo-ha. Woo, I scared you. So with that, guys, that's the news report this week. Be sure to go to spotlightradioshow.com where you got PK's material on there, DL's material, Kente, my stuff, news reports, over 50 episodes. Please support the show and pass it around. So with that, I'll go back to you, Kente.
Oh, wow. Wow, Neon's name is Trenton Spencer. I didn't know that.
Yes. If you Sonic X77 the movie, then you would have seen...
I thought your name was Neon Son.
Well, Neon Chroma. Yes. Neon Chroma. Yes. Yes, Neon Myers.
No, the twist is Neon Son is the government name. Trenton Spencer is the screen name.
Yeah.
It's a plot twist.
Yes.
All right. What we're going to do is we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by our guests, Lapiscean and Rysan Fall. So, Monk, take it away.
Welcome back to the Spotlight, ladies and gentlemen. All things considered, we still here. I'm drunk off my ass. With me, of course, is Neon. What up, man?
What's up, man? Oh, gosh. What's up?
And of course, Grandmaster Kente. What up?
What's up?
Master of many styles. And before we get to our esteemed guest, a quick thank you to everybody that's in the chat room right now. Act 3, Scene 24, your crazy mother. You like how I censored myself. Anima Technica, Ben Tuttle 90, who I'm still waiting for that package. Darth Angelus, great work on the Chronicles, man. Dulcinea, you sexy sounding. Groucho Beer, Honey, Kente, Psy, RGR. Why did I just give a shout out to myself? And finally, WX Ivan. And to those that are listening but not in the chat, welcome, thank you, and spread the word.
To the people that are already... Oh, yeah. Or else, you get a horse... Oh, actually, you get the head of a My Little Pony in your bed. It'll be cross-eyed and it'll be scary. No, just kidding there. Happy birthday, JT. He's 24 years old. We want to say happy birthday to him. I see him on Skype. So if he's listening, happy birthday, man. Hello, Corey Mittel, Ben Judberg. And hello, Pookie. Oh, hi, Pookie. She's standing right there. What's up, girl? Hello, Monk out there. And guys, we have a new YouTube channel, youtube.com/Spotlight Radio Show. What's uploaded on there is PK's Flashpoint, the Blue Final Stage edit. Actually, is this something different? What is the blues?
That is a remix of one of my oldest songs, and it it was just used as the unofficial theme to the Flashpoint series. But this is the full song, all 13 minutes of it.
Wow. And that's the first upload on there. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And the favorites you see, the Spotlight Episode 1, Part 1, a long time ago for TOC, but gives people idea. So we want to say thank you to the people in the audience. Please, what is our poll this week, Kente, if we
The
have one?
poll question of the week is: what is your favorite cop show of all time? The choices are Law and Order, Hill Street Blues, my personal favorite, The Wire, NYPD Blue, The Shield, and TJ Hooker. So please make sure you guys vote in the poll question. I know it got out kind of late.
And apologies towards. I'm sorry. sorry.
What about CSI?
There's so many of them. We just decided to leave that alone.
Okay,
Well,
what about the daddy of all cop shows, Dragnet?
Was it In the Heat of the Night? Was that one of them?
Yeah, He of the Night. That's another good one.
I was just about to apologize to those that were out there waiting for Cop Rock to get some rep.
Oh yeah, that abortion.
NYPD Blue?
Yeah,
Was that
that's a great one. Yeah.
Isn't
So
that
I
on the
remember
list?
that guy. The guy with the mustache and the bald head and the hair on the
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Hill Street Blues.
I think.
What about Car 54? Where are you? If you
Yeah,
wanna-
Car 54.
How about Cops?
See, that's not fair.
Yeah, yeah, there we go.
That's real shit.
Ooh boy, better than some scripted shows. Well, shoot, that was one of those reality
Do
shows.
we have?
Cagney. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Honey just mentioned Cagney and Lacey.
Ooh, that sounds familiar. I wish I watched it.
Ah,
Those Cops in Las Vegas, the spoof. Oh, what the name of that show on Comedy Central?
Reno 911.
Yeah. Yeah, Pet Love just texted us that. You're welcome. Man, whatever cop.
Have you guys added each other? Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, there we go. All right. All right. So please make sure you guys vote in the poll question, and we'll have our results at the end of the show. All right. So now we are joined by our two guests for the night, Lapiscean from A View TV and Rysan Fall, filmmaker extraordinaire. What's up, you guys?
Hi, how you doing, guys?
Hi.
How's it going? Good to be here. Thanks for
Welcome
having us
to
on the
Good to
show.
have you. All right, so the thing that we'll first start off with is machinima. What led? We'll start with Lapiscean. What led you to machinima? How did you first get involved with it?
Well, my first attempts were just whatever I seen in Second Life. You could you could export your videos straight to your disk from the Second Life client. When I started making machinima, you didn't have to use Fraps or anything like that. You could just save to disk. But that was kind of laggy and didn't really work, and Fraps was a lot better product. But and I was doing machinimas on concerts and music. I'm with Cutting Edge Concerts in Second Life, and I started that way. But it soon gave away to promoting other artists and machinima. I was in no way in that league really, but I knew a lot about broadcasting and encoding and different things, you know, maybe not directly into filmmaking. I've played in a couple of, or acted rather, in a couple of films, a few films in Second Life, and producing one right now, but it can't be released yet because of the book and some things that are being written. But so I don't really make that much machinima as much as I try to assist and help new people, you know, get their content out and promoted and get seen.
Okay. Now, same question, Rysan. How did you first get involved with machinima?
Well, actually, for me, getting into machinima was actually kind of like a fluke, actually, because I came to Second Life. You know, I didn't come to Second Life with the expectation of coming out here to film. But once I got out here and I figured out how you could record scenes and stuff, I figured it'd be a good way to practice for scenes in real life. You know, catching the angles, you know, practicing editing techniques and things like that. But what I had found out that there was a whole nother genre dedicated to filming in digital environments, and I had no idea that this was an art form. And I figured, you know, while I was out here, you know, practicing, I'll try and make some good machinima. So actually, I got famous making wedding videos. Tell you the truth, I started out. I had to make a wedding video for a friend because I guess the person that was supposed to record their wedding, you know, conked out the last minute, and they called upon me because, you know, they seen some of my little practice videos and stuff like that, and they figured I was good and give me a chance with it. Since then, it was like, you know, I did so good with that one, you know, everybody at the wedding was, you know, saw the video, and then, you know, they got married, and then they told their friends, and then they got married. You know, people get married left and right out here in Second Life, so it's like, you know, I just kind of walked into it.
Do you think that's good practice, making wedding videos for?
It was great practice, actually. I mean, it was a way to fine tune my editing techniques. I mean, with every video, I just got better, and I tried something different each time. And then it got to the point where I just split it down. You know, I made packages for people. You know, sometimes people don't want all the bells and whistles; they just want something simple. So I came up with a lesser package where I could just throw something together for them real quick, make it real nice, and then give it to them, and they'll be all happy and everything, you know.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever had repeat people, like, you know, they've gotten
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tell you the truth, like I said, people get married left and right in Second Life, so some of these people are getting married 2-3 times, you know, in a row, and they come back once. I mean, I've got at least 3 or 4 customers on my Fall Films YouTube page where they've appeared in like 3 or 4 wedding videos. I actually even suspected that people were getting married just to get the video. I think there was a couple times where I was like, "You sure?"
That's a good racket right there.
Yeah, they get married for the ceremony. Okay, we're married. We're done. Let's get another one.
People love their age, you know. They love to show them off, so I figured it would be a good thing, a good niche to get into, to, you know, cater to customer personal videos. There's plenty of businesses in Second Life. They need commercials. Artists needs music videos, and I'll do it all. Doesn't matter.
So doing the wedding videos led to other machinima. What was the first non-wedding video that you did that got some notice?
The first non-wedding video I did was actually for myself, and it was a video called "Strange Fruit," and it was a tribute to Billie Holiday at the time for the song. And I did the video all in black and white and made it look like in the 1930s, you know, style type video film. Made it real scratchy, grainy, and it really, people really responded to it. They really, really enjoyed it because they learned something about the song that they hadn't known before. And a lot of people are, you know, big fans of Billie Holiday and her music. So
it's my father's favorite performer. He used to sing it to me as a baby, all of her music. So I'm very familiar with Billie Holiday.
Yeah, it was that was a really personal video I wanted to make, you know, to because tell you the truth, I'm gonna say right now, there wasn't a whole lot of black machinima out there. If there was some machinima out there that was, you know, catered towards the black community, it was kind of in a derogatory sense. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really, you know, it was perpetuating stereotypes and things of that nature. You know what I mean? But I wanted to make something like really classy, you know, something you could learn from it, enjoy it, you know. It was a fun video to make.
And so Lapiscean, so how did you two guys meet? How did you guys hook up?
Well, back in the day, and it's been some day ago, before we knew what was going on. I was building QSIM configurations, and Rysan was, he had made a commercial for a musician, a lady musician here, and I seen it, and I knew her, and she introduced me to Rysan because she knew the work I was doing. And from there, we just, at first, I started capturing for Rysan. I would go on his shoots to capture the film because I could capture in a little higher resolution than he could with the video card that he had.
At the time.
I mean, we're talking a few years ago, So you said, how'd we get hooked up, or how'd we start? Well, back when neither one of us had anything or knew anything, and we were trying to get noticed, and we were looking at the avenues that were available to us to try and get things promoted, and the only things that existed at the time was SLCN TV and maybe one other, Metaverse was in there, I think, but neither one of them was really into file sharing or video sharing as much as they were into programming and that kind of thing. So we were trying to find a way to cut the red tape and get these new, not just machinimators, but musicians and machinimators, get them together, get their work promoted, get it on a site somewhere, start getting these people recognized throughout, the lot of them recognized, rather than a selection process saying, your work's good enough for me to take you on and we'll do you sort of thing. It was more of a community project of where anybody starting out in machinima could try and, get their work out there and get it promoted. And then the objective of View TV was to try to focus this or gather this content, gather this machinima and these artists, and then aim that towards mainstream media to where, they're getting a look at, from the public and a little bit of recognition there for the people that, are low budget, didn't have any money. They couldn't afford, production services or streaming services and things like that. So I kind of just started out trying to help these people do whatever it is they do. Like there's an artist in Second Life by the name of Seth Reagan, or Mankind Tracer in Second Life. And he came to me a couple of years ago about performing live in Second Life. So I set about, devising a method for, streaming the webcams and that kind of thing into Second Life, and then consequently making switching systems and equipment, to put this on multiple sims and regions and that kind of thing. And so I've kind of been into the production end of it, not so much in the actual filmmaking, so to speak, but I've been there providing services and that kind of thing for those that were, not as fortunate or as progressed as, some other machinimators were.
Now, you talked a little bit, Rysan, about
Rysan. I'm sorry, Rysan. I forgot to mention. Rysan is one of the co-founders of View TV. So and that's been on the web now for going on 2 years. So we've been kicking a while.
Does he still help participate in the production of like any site maintenance or anything like that, technical stuff? Does Rysan, or to you, Rysan, do you still help out with View TV?
Not so much. Lap kind of took off from there from our beginning. What I did do for the site was initially I was going to create content for the site, like special content that couldn't be seen anywhere else. But the whole feel of the site and the whole idea of the site kind of changed over time. I mean, we realized at the time we were biting off something bigger that we could chew, actually. And what I created was a show called the Second Life Inquirer news show. And what we did, me and Persia got together, we gathered some news stories, and then we went around various places, in world that was newsworthy or had events that were going on, and then we would report on the show every 2 weeks. What we wanted to do it every week, but scheduling with Persia, she's busy. Persia Bravin, she's big with Pop Art Labs and everything like that. The show kind of fell to the wayside, and everybody started working on their own projects and stuff. So am I integral to AView TV's success currently? No, that's all Lap. From the beginning, the whole idea of what AView TV was going to be, well then, yeah, that was me and Lap. We both came together and we said, hey, we should do this.
Yeah, Rysan was the first one to put content on the site.
Right. So
now, if somebody wanted to, now if anybody wanted to put their content on AView TV, what do they have to do?
Basically, just sign up. It's free, and you can import your YouTube videos or your Vimeo videos, or actually, you can import just about from any website on the planet that allows it. That allows embedding and that kind of thing. So. There's nothing there except that, to sign up and start putting your content on there, and then promoting yourself from there. And then when you put your content on the site, I promote it as well, and, things like Facebook and Twitter and so forth, to try to get their work out there, especially if they took the time to sign up and put it on there. That's usually what they're doing it for, is because of the community. It's a machinima community. You can find the same machinima on YouTube, but you got to sort it out of bean commercials and kind of stuff, and it didn't really seem to have its own. I mean, there's the machinima.com, but that too seemed to be a different realm, and nothing really targeted what we do in SL. I mean, as far as machinima, and so I, it was just a composite of trying to get everybody together and get everybody focused and aim that towards whether it be YouTube or mainstream media or what have you. And there's been some films made in Second Life that have gotten mainstream recognition, like Rysan's U2 and SL.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
And some others. But I think Rysan will probably be a little more active in a site that we're getting ready to build, getting ready to start. And that's because of there seems to be a surge in adult machinima now. And so we secured a domain, and I haven't really had the time. I mean, there's just so much for me to do with the in-world events and building the site and administrating the site, and I sell land in Second Life, and I'm just like, anymore, and I'm just going to crack. So we haven't got to that. We got the domain secured, and I know what I got to do to set up the servers and that kind of thing, but I just haven't gotten to it. That'll be machinimadult.com. And so that's where we will start putting adult entertainment. The script that I built AView TV on is called PHP Motion, and that's a GNU license, in which says I can't use that script to put adult material on there. I mean, I've been asked before about why don't you just put your adult entertainment right on AView TV machinima with all the rest of it. And that's one of the main reasons we're building another site, was because AView TV was built on an open source license, and which doesn't permit adult material on it. So I didn't want to infringe on that. I mean, I've tweaked and hacked and cut my site to pieces to where it's not even the original script anymore, but I still try to respect that original open source license on there, and that's why we're moving on to a new domain.
That brings up an interesting point. Now, you went from doing the wedding videos to the Strange Fruit, and then somehow you got to doing adult machinima. How did that happen?
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, I want to point out that I don't I'm not currently doing only adult videos right now. It's just another it's just another aspect to what I'm doing right now. Actually, the way I got into it is that
Wait, real quick, are the adult stuff? Is it that you're doing the wedding, then you're filming the honeymoon?
yeah, I'm coming out with a line of honeymoon videos.
Oh, that's a good idea. The price of wedding videos just went up.
Just invite me to your honeymoon, and I'll stand right in your hotel room with the camera.
I'm sorry, I had to get that in there.
Just going some meals and we're good. No, actually, the way I got into it is that I have to mention my lovely partner, my girl, Delight Zanovka, and she was an accomplished filmmaker herself in the adult video area before I met up with her. And once we got together, it was kind of like, before I got with her, it was kind of like I was getting kind of typecast. I was getting kind of typecast for the mainstream, in the box wedding videos, the safe commercials, the safe machinima, I mean, I wasn't really allowed to like stretch my legs and cater to a darker side of myself, at the time. You know what I mean? So I met up with her. She kind of loosened me up a little bit, and I wasn't really intending to make erotic videos, but it was fun. It was just something that we do for fun. I make the wedding videos and the commercials still just for money, and then I do that for fun. I guess we're exhibitionists, if you could say.
Tell them about your.
What was the first title you did?
The first one I did, it was one called Imagination, and it was like really stylish. It was black and white, and it was done with the song. I forgot the group name. It was Floetry, I think the name.
Oh yeah, that's I love it.
Floetry, yeah.
And, I did that. It was all in black and white, and it was like we weren't even really together in the scenes. It was more of like, more of self-gratification scenes at different times, and it was done really tastefully, really nice. And actually, that was the first one I did with her, and it was actually an unfinished piece, but it got really popular. It was really popular. I had to say, the most popular one I've done is called The Executive Encounter, and that's an idea.
Hey, I like that title already.
Wow, that's an idea that Dee came up with. She had an idea. She had a vision for one of her favorite songs, and we sat down and we got together. And the way we get together and we make a video, I mean, it's great. I mean, one of us get an idea, and then I'm like, yeah, that's hot, and then we just start brainstorming, and then it's crazy, and we just start clicking, and the next thing you know, within a week, we're done filming it, and then we're editing it, and it's out, and it's great. I mean, I've never worked with anybody before I met up with Dee, but it's really fun to work with her. I usually do everything myself. I film, I edit, I write, I direct, I do the whole thing myself in every single one of my videos. And now she shares some of that stuff for the adult machinima that we do. She shares some of the creativity behind the things that we do.
Can I ask you a question? Do you ever do any? Because you're doing the scenes, right? You're the male actor, right?
Yeah.
So is it just you and her all the time, or do you have like a cast?
Oh no, it's just mainly me and her actually for that, because we are partnered, so we just like I said, we're having fun. It's home movies.
There's other people in the cast. I mean, there's other people involved in the show. It's just predominantly him and Dee when it comes to any sexuality, really, in the show.
Exactly.
Oh, so we can get cast as like the the guy in the background.
Yeah. It's a guy and stuff showing up. Hey, anybody?
Would you? Is it considered cheating if, let's say, you did a film and there were other women involved?
That is a good question, and a lot of there's a couple other couples that I come to find out that are in adult machinima, and they work with other actors and this and that. But I guess that's for them. That's their taste. Our taste is that we just work with each other. and we try not to have it be the same thing every time. We try to incorporate a little comedy, a little story behind it. We try to elevate the production values on the videos because, you know, most of Second Life adult machinima is very cheaply made. I'm sorry I'm going to say this. If anybody's listening to me and they make adult machinima out there, I'm sorry I'm going to say this, but a lot of it's cheaply made. It's quickly made. They put out 2 or 3 videos a day, and it's just like, I mean, I don't know where they find the time to do all this, you know, filming and stuff. They must be tired.
It's hard to make films when you get one hand on the mouse and the other hand on the film.
Yeah, but
usually have to come into play then.
You know, usually when you're filming an erotic video, is not as hot as it looks when the finished product. A lot of it's like, you know, getting the poses straight, you know, standing.
The facial expressions correct.
So expressions are correct. All the equipment is lined up right. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it's a lot more. What can I say? It's not as exciting as it looks. You know what I'm saying? It's I mean, how can you know, be hot during all that? You know what I'm saying? How do you get hot with all this going on? Like, you know, move this over here and position this right here, and okay, now cut this. You know, and you're in.
Yeah,
the
that
scene.
sounds like my regular bedroom.
It's just too much going on right now. I have to wait.
That's how it is for me.
To wait till I release the video to enjoy it.
Now, have you had any flack from anybody about the films that you make?
To tell you the truth, actually, a lot of people mostly have been pretty accepting of it. I get a couple people that crack on me that know me from making the professional videos. They hit me up and they're all like, "Oh, you're making porn videos now," oh, you know, like you know, just ribbing me and stuff. But it's like you know, nobody's really giving me a hard time. A couple people are kind of like, "We want to see you get back to the clean stuff." Well, you know, I haven't left it. You know, I haven't had any other projects to do that are clean. I'm going to be resurfacing soon. I'm currently catering to my dark side, as I said, and I'm having a good time. But yeah, it's not going to be the only thing that I do. You know, I never plan to just switch over to all porn. You know what I mean? So
nobody can give you a hard time anyway. You're the one providing all the hard times.
Well, you know, you want to hear something good though? Last week we had Chantal Harvey on the show. And she didn't even know you could guess, and she just brought you up, and she was just gushing about the great filmmaker you are.
Right, right. She's fantastic. She's great. She's really supportive of all my work and the work she's doing with the MMIF. I mean, she's just a heavyweight in the machinima game. I mean, she's done a lot for machinima, to tell you the truth. Second Life machinima at that. So, you know, she gets mad props, for real.
Yes. So, what's the goal, Lapiscean, with this site? You know, besides the obvious, what will be the difference between a ViewTV and Machine Adult?
Oh, well, there will be a lot of differences there. I thought you was going to ask me about the software we're developing, but excuse me. On Machinima Adult, it'll be a whole new script. It's being custom written to provide services that aren't on a ViewTV now for its members. For an example, if you do a front-end upload on a ViewTV, it's converted to a Flash video just like it is at YouTube or Vimeo or somewhere like that. And then I do the custom encoding to MP4 high definition and that kind of thing for streaming with this software we're developing. But on MachinimaAdult.com, there will be, you know, iPhone uploads and downloads, and there will also be webcam capture so that, and you know, you've got your privacy and that kind of thing too, or you can join in and do cam views and capture these and save these films right on the site. Also, the conversions that you do with uploaded video will all be done in H.264 MP4 high definition encoding, and we'll be doing HTTP light streaming so that the members can kind of like do without me basically, and the things that I do in world for the artist, like providing the services and the event promotion and that kind of thing, they can pretty much, at least on the Machinima adult site, they'll be able to do for themselves. And it'll be a lot tighter script, a lot more secure script. It's not an open source script, but it'll have a lot better CMS system in it, and there's just a whole lot of features that that aren't in a View TV right now. In fact, I thought about taking this new script that we've been working on and building a View TV on it, but the MySQL database and all that crap, it wouldn't switch over, which basically meant if I started a viewtv.com over, I'd have to start over with member one again, sign up all over and stuff. So I've decided to keep a View TV on. It's well recognized. A lot of people like it. It's a community now. And far be it for me to disrupt that. It's easier to just go ahead and start Machinima Adult with this new script, and then once we get our CMS software developed that we're working on, then all of these sites will switch to that platform. But it's a process. Like a View TV was our baby. It was our, this is where we learned to make all the mistakes and what we really need to have in this kind of a site and this, that kind of thing. And it's come along, it's been crippled, it's been band-aided, it's been hacked, and, it's just like home. It's like New York City, like Lap said, or Rysan said earlier. It's kind of dirty, it's a short time. But like I say, it's kind of outdated and it needs to be redone. So we're going to try our next move here with Machinima Adult, and we'll incorporate these new things into that. And then once our software is done, then we'll move on to putting all of our sites. And we have like over 30 domains. Live Marco is a View TV sister site, livemarco.com. That's where all of our anime is. So if you're an anime artist or enthusiast, then you'll definitely want to check out livemarco.com. And then we decided to keep all the machinima to viewtv.com. And now we'll be moving the adult content to machinimadult.com.
So with livemarco.com, what kind of anime videos can a person upload there?
Right now, it's pretty much the same as it is on a View TV, although I didn't spend as much time on Live Marco dressing it up with templates and this and that. It's pretty much the raw script. I don't even think it's unbranded. There's so much anime, and I'll tell you something else, and I shouldn't say this because it's really not good for us, but a View TV is a lot tighter. I mean, as far as the content goes, where Live Marco, you've got people just simply recording television anime and uploading it, and it's not what I call original content. And,
right.
And I like to think of a View TV as an original content community, because at least in Second Life, we build everything you see, and the actors are real and they're captured.
Right. I'm sorry.
So that's what I mean. That's the difference. So that's why I made that distinction between the anime and the machinima, is because simply I didn't want to add basically Live Marco's database to my database and have all of that stuff on my site. I thought that it would lessen the genuine or the authenticity of the community's site there at a View TV. So
right.
That's why that's segregated like that.
So if someone were to draw anime from scratch in Flash and upload to a View TV, would you be okay with that? And not using no one else's characters, mind you, like their own original content.
Right, yeah, I would go with something like that, but we screen all the films, well, even the YouTube imports, which anybody can import anything from YouTube, and that's all legal and everything, but that doesn't mean that it addresses the community and what we are as a site. So yeah, I've thrown some YouTube video off of there too. Yeah, if someone designed their own Flash or their own anime and their own designs, then they're more than welcome to embed that or upload the video, as it were, and we take a look at that. It's all one by one, as many as there is on there, but they're all seen. And last year I gave everything that I reviewed a 3-star. That's why you see every film seems to have this rating on it of 3 or 4 stars. Well, I gave everybody a 3-star rating, one for equality, so that I wasn't choosing someone's video over another. And two, from that 3-point rating, members can vote that up or down. It was just a midway point, and it at least gave the movie a rating, so it would show up in ratings. So now this year I have a 4 rating that I put on videos too, that is across the board. And that's for people that have put videos on there that have taken the time to get involved with the community events, whether that's MMIF, the LEA, the UWA Machinima, for them to take the time to go through the submissions, to get their work on the site, to get involved. To me, that was worth a star. So that's how I kind of just, when I go over these videos and I first look at them, even if I don't comment on them, some I do, some I don't. But and that's how I rate those. Here again, that rating can go up or down. It's up to the members. If I put a 4 on it and you go in and put a 1 on it, he's going to end up with a 3. You know what I mean? So
right.
It's just that my starting point, and it didn't show favoritism, and at the same time gave everybody some due credit, for going through the work, for going through the motions.
So, has anyone else outside of UTV, let's say there was a sponsor like MTV Networks or something like that, has anyone came by and asked, can I buy you out and add you to my network of channels? Has anyone approached you yet? And if someone has, or someone were to, would you say yes or no?
You would say
it's
yes.
Funny you should ask that, because right when I was brand new, I mean, if you look on my site now, I'm looking for $10,000 to finish this software. So, it's kind of a question answers itself. But aside from that, when I first built a View TV, there was a company from Australia, Sunshine Coast Production something, I'm not sure exactly now, offered me a figure to either build their site or buy mine. They wanted a site like mine. In fact, at the time, it wasn't even for Machinima. They just liked the structure of the CMS and the site. Things have gotten a lot more advanced now, and those people are gone. And I turned them down then because I hadn't even had the site built yet. Now that I've got the site built, and we're a year and a half into our software development, and we're moving on to other domains and taking on some other things, if someone were to ask me, do you want to sell it now? I would say no, because I still haven't really fulfilled my dream, my vision. And I feel that if I sold it, whether it's up or down, doing good or bad is irrelevant to that. I would have sold my baby, so to speak, and I just don't want to do that. Now, that's not to say that a View TV couldn't acquire somebody else. Right. I mean, we're in the market of, buying as well as selling, I guess, when it comes to that kind of thing. But as far as to actually sell a View TV with its copyrights and its logo trademarks and all of that, outright to another company, I'd have to say no.
Mm. Okay. Interesting. Rysan, you have a very good voice there. A question is, you're welcome. Would you ever consider, no matter what project it is, voice acting in any, besides the Machinima, have you ever done any other voice acting?
Actually, I have. I've done a voice acting for a few people in World, actually. Mainly Pookie Amsterdam. I believe she's in the audience over there. She's
Pookie.
She produced Time Travelers, and I do the voice of Sebastian for the intelligent computer that's from the future for her project. Actually,
are there roles that you won't do? Do you get people, because you do you make the adult films? Do you ever get people who want you to star in their film, maybe as a voice actor or your avatar?
I've had a couple requests, but I've turned them down. Like I said, I'm just doing it for fun on my own thing. I have appeared in a couple of other people's, adult productions, but I'm just like the guy that's standing there in the background or whatever, So, but mainly my voice goes out to mainstream projects. For like Pookie, I've done some work for a couple other people. I can't mention their names right now at the moment because I can't think of them. there's a few names. It's like it's right on the tip of my tongue and I can't get to it. But I've done I do just about as much voiceover work as I do machinima in World. So that's been pretty good too.
So what wouldn't you do though? I mean,
what wouldn't I do? Nothing with kids in it. Nothing like that's gonna be abusing kids. Nothing crazy like demon stuff or animal stuff. I mean, like I said, I'm trying to keep this on a tasteful level here.
No. I mean, as far as voice acting, like you talked about you didn't want to do stereotypical type stuff. Are there roles like you wouldn't play a drug dealer or something like that, or a pimp or something like that?
I would do that. I mean, I don't want that to be my main thing. I don't want to be, have it be a main typecast type of thing. I don't want to just go down that avenue and be in the stereotypical, black-eyed drug dealer or whatever.
Or the crackhead that, what's his
crackhead,
name?
Yeah.
Dave should probably be talking about.
I remember when I first got started in Machinima, I hadn't even voice acted, but because my characters were black, they assumed I was black, so I would get these scripts, and they were like literally, if the person who wrote the script that sent it to me was sitting next to me, I'd slap the shit out of him.
It was awful.
Like fuck, like I would never do this shit, So
Exactly.
I feel you on that. It really cracks me up.
Like the executive encounter, I play an executive guy. I'm in a high-rise building. I'm working late and things like that. So we try to keep it kind of smooth. You know what I mean?
Nice.
But yeah, would I turn down a drug dealer role? I probably wouldn't. Not gonna do that. I wouldn't. It depends on what it is. I would have to see the script and stuff. You know what I mean? Because there's variables in every situation.
That's true. Because you get the drug dealer part of.
But for the most part, Machinima has been a lot of fun. It's been really, really good to me. I've had a lot of good things happen to me because of the Machinima. Like, I'm not sure if I should mention this along with the adult stuff. I'm pretty sure they won't mind. But I just got appointed to director of virtual media for howtoconnect.com. I just want to give them a quick shout out real quick because they cater to virtual therapy. And what they're doing right now,
Mo money.
They're building their own virtual space, which I'm in charge of, and trying to figure out how to get it onto the site and make sure it's accessible to everybody easily. They're going to have online therapists 24-hour a day. If you need a therapist, you could subscribe to the site. You could log in, and then if you need to talk to somebody, you could talk to a doctor, a real doctor, 24 hours a day. And if you don't want to do webcam, you could do the virtual. You know what I'm saying? You could talk to a virtual doctor. So we're trying to get all that going. So it's
if I'm not mistaken, they're coming in and setting up in Second Life, aren't they? Right.
Well, I'm trying to work it out so that we have a presence in all the popular virtual worlds, so we could get the word out that ours is coming. I believe that there's a site here in Second Life called Fearless Nation. I believe they cater to the same thing, where a sort of virtual therapy type of thing, a community-based type thing. What can I say? I think it's the future. I mean, there's shut-ins. There's people who can't get out. There's people who are feeling, kind of apprehensive towards therapy in the first place. So they would they could have a comfortable environment where they could, be themselves, so to speak. and not be themselves at the same time.
Right.
So,
Kind of like the project that Pookie did recently for the post traumatic stress.
right, that's the
Fearless Nation.
Fearless Nation. Yes,
Yeah, it's pretty.
I did a voiceover for that ad too. I've just
Hey, I was in it too.
So yeah, I got trips out to California. Got have my stuff shown on Fox News. YouTube saw my stuff. I mean, Machinima's just been really, 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 really good to me, and I'm excited to be a part of it and trying to get better every time I do a video. I try to make my next video better than my last video, and that's just how it is for me. It's all about the art. I love it, the expression.
All right. So before we leave, we'll start off with you, Lap. What can we expect from you in the near future?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was grabbing this link because of something that Rysan said, and I wanted to share it. It's when he mentioned Fox News, he was referring to the Bryant and Stratton commencements that were held in Second Life. They were the first university in Second Life to actually go through school and get their diploma and everything in a virtual platform. And Rysan was the one that was commissioned to make that film for there, which ended up on Fox Network. I wanted to say that. So as far as, what's next for me, I've kind of passed on, my methods and techniques for doing what I do in world to, some people like, Seth or Mankind Tracer, and to Agile Bill of Spot on 3D, and to Ludi Graves of Metamix, on some methods and techniques for doing what it is I do. And now that I've done that, these guys, some of these guys have a better, a budget, and they're more organized. They have a whole staff where it's just me tinkering around, and they're much more in the position to present this in a professional manner in Second Life. So for me, I'll probably kind of ease out of, providing the in-world content, the in-world, that whole kind of thing, and dedicate myself now more to trying to get our CMS software developed.
All right. And people, if you want to go to ViewTV, it's at viewtv.com. And please upload your videos, and you'll see a lot of other terrific machinima. Not all at Second Life, right? You have Movie Storm, iClone. I think you even have World of Warcraft, right?
Yes, it's we got everything in there, from Halo to iClone, Movie Storm. We got Movie Zoo. We got everything. I mean, if it's got to do with machinima, then it's welcome.
All right. And what can we expect from you, Rysan?
Well, actually, like I said, I'm going to be working with how to connect a lot in the next coming months. I'm going to scale down the wedding videos due to the fact that I just got a job with eBay around here. So I'm going to be focusing on that. I'm going to enter something in the next UWA, the University of Western Australia contest for. I entered something in that, I believe. I think it was last year, and I won for best visuals. I think, yeah, I think that's what it was. It was best visuals, and I'm going to enter into the next one. Let me see, what else do I have on the horizon? Probably a couple more adult features. Me and Dee, still doing our thing there, but
Hey, I'll be looking forward to this. You did a great job. Yeah.
I'll post a link of the executive encounter and local in a second, but yeah, that's basically what I got going on. So more wedding videos, maybe not so much. A couple.
He has a
Here and there.
TV splash to finish that.
Yes, you keep reminding me of that, Lap. I'll get around to that. I got
it is kind of funny though that you do wedding videos and then adult. You know, it's
coming out
pretty
with
funny.
divorce videos too. So.
Right, that goes around a lot too. All right,
Catch them on the way out.
really quick to update the poll question. The question was, what is your favorite cop show of all time? And real quick, I'll just ask you guys real quick. We'll start off with you, Lap. What was your favorite cop show of all time?
Car 57, I think.
Yeah.
Is that the name of it? Okay. How about Dragnet then? You know, I'll come
That's
up a little
old
bit.
school.
I'm older than you guys, you know.
I like I like Dragnet too. So
He said Adam 12.
actually, the reboot was pretty good too with Al Bundy, Ed O'Neill. I actually like the reboot they did, but I like the original. What about you, Rysan? What was your favorite cop show?
Barney Miller. No, I'm kidding. Come on. It was my favorite. Actually, it's still my favorite is Law and Order. I love Law and Order. It's on. It's on all the time. It's any place in the world at any time of the day. Law and Order is on somewhere in some fashion. You know what I mean? I love Law and Order, and I love The Shield. I thought those are the great cop shows. The Shield was fantastic. Tell you the truth.
You know,
So
the
I'm
funny
kind of
thing is, I don't watch TV, so I mean, I know of CSI, I know of the Blue, whatever it is. I mean, I've heard of all these shows, but I actually don't watch TV, and there's just so much internet video that I'm either processing or watching or judging or viewing, and it seems like TV is, you know, I just don't get it now, so I'm just so involved in this other stuff. And then when it comes to news, you know, to me that's just a big propaganda machine most of the time. Of course, now probably a hurricane will come and sweep me up because I wasn't listening to the news about it, but I don't do that much TV.
Mia, what about you? What's your favorite cop show?
Well, I mean, I remember seeing some on and off. I haven't completed watching one, but one of my favorites lately is Bones. Would that be considered a cop show?
Yep.
I like Bones. I like the dialogue between the guy cop and her, and the forensics and everything like that. It's a fun, cute, though sometimes serious, but cheek and tongue humor show. So I enjoy it.
And you, PK? PK?
Yes.
What's your favorite show?
One more time?
Your favorite cop show?
Oh my goodness. I would have to go for, oh my god. I have too many, but I'd have to definitely go for NCIS in a sense.
NCIS.
NCIS,
Yeah.
okay.
That's on USA, isn't it? Yeah.
CSI.
No, that's on CBS. My favorite cop show is my favorite show of all time, and that's The Wire.
Wire's awesome.
Just a cop. I know it's not just a cop show, but you know, I love that show. I think it's just the greatest show that I've ever seen. So if you guys ever get a chance to check it out, check it out. The Wire. It came on HBO, but
I've seen a lot of
our audience voted, and they picked Hill Street Blues as their favorite show.
That was a good one, too.
So
I remember that one.
That's what I was trying
Yes.
to think of, Hill Street Blues.
well, thank you guys for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for
I
having me.
enjoyed this.
It was a pleasure being here.
Having a day.
Thank you. Next week, we're going to talk a little bit more about E3, and then we have a couple of topics that we're going to talk about. Teoxis, Chris, who's a good friend of the show, is going to come on, and maybe a couple of other folks. And then following that, we're going to have Erica Hughes is going to come on, and we're going to talk about selling machinima. And after that, we'll take a hiatus for a little while. So, which will be so our last episode for a couple of weeks will be on June 23rd. All right. With that said, we'll see you next
That's
week.
Sonic's birthday. Well, what do you know?
Sonic the restaurant or the Hedgehog?
Oh, the hedgehog.
So, with that said, thank you, everybody. Thank you.